Friday, guys, so welcome back to Tactical Talks. This week we're going to be talking about knives. Now, I want to start this off by saying I'm not a big knife person. I do carry a knife on me daily. It's part of my E.D.C, but I'm not one of these guys that has the most expensive knives or the most knives. I have, let's see, about 5 folding knives here on the table with me. One of them being a really good knife. The other ones are just kind of throwaway knives. If I mess them up, if they break, no big deal. And then I have three fixed blade knives that I've used for different things. But I just wanted to kind of talk to you guys about what kind of knives I carry and why I carry them. So the first thing we're going to get into are these cheaper, just run-of-the-mill. This is just a little Marine Corps stamped knife with a seatbelt cutter on it. That one I do carry, and we'll get into why. This one is just a little cricket knife, serrated edge at the bottom, straight edge at the top. This is a little Smith & Wesson straight edge blade. You see these everywhere. This one I actually just got, a little small blade. I kind of like it, a little NRA knife. And then the nice one that I carry, when I was in the Marine Corps, I got this. This is a Benchmade. So that's my nice folding knife. Now, a lot of guys carry knives on them, and I'm one of those guys that carries a knife on me, but I wanted to get into why I carry a knife on me, and this is just my personal opinion. So as a kid, since I couldn't carry a gun on me, I carried a knife on me, and that was kind of my, if something happened, you know, if I needed it, I have a knife on me, I can protect myself. And it was always kind of one of these folding knives. Well, I really never knew any better. So I was thinking if I get in a fight, something, I can pull a knife out, I can protect myself, which is all well and good, but in a real stressful situation, I'm not saying you can't pull a knife, because there's been multiple times where people can and have, but in a real stressful situation, when you're in the middle of things fighting, remembering to pull this out, if it's even clipped on your pocket, sometimes it's down in your pocket, remembering to pull it out, open up that knife, readjusting your grip, it's just not necessarily practical. So while I carry a knife, and I like carrying this one, it's a cheaper blade, but if you look here on the back, it has a seatbelt cutter on it, and it also has a window brake. Even though this is probably one of the least expensive ones that I carry it because I don't carry this to be a weapon. I carry this to be a tool. When I get packages in the mail, something that needs to be cut open, I go to the store and buy something, that's what this blade is for. I'm not expecting this blade to be sharp enough to penetrate skin or anything like that. I'm not trying to hunt with this, fight with this. This is simply a tool for me to cut open what I need to cut open. If I'm in the car, get into an accident, something happens, or in my profession, even if, you know, if I show up to an accident, I can use this to cut their seatbelt off, get out. If I can't get into the vehicle, I got that window brake. So that's why I carry a folding knife on me all the time. Now, the mindset is, for some people, well, you have a knife, if you need it, somebody pulls out a knife, you can pull out your knife. Well, that's not my mindset. My mindset is, I carry a gun on me everywhere I go. If we're fighting hand to hand, then I'll fight hand to hand with you. If you pull anything out, whether that's a knife, whether that's a pipe, whether that's a chain, a bat, anything other than your hands comes out, I'm not gonna match it. I'm gonna one-up it. You've heard that saying, don't bring a knife to a gunfight. Well, I bring a gun to every fight. That's just how I do it. I'm not gonna have somebody pull a bat on me and then I'm looking for a pipe like, oh, we're even now. It's not about being even. It's about winning. And when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, I'm going to make sure that I get home. So for me, when I say it's about winning, anything other than your hands comes out, I'm bringing out my gun. When I get questioned about, oh, he only pulled this out, why did you pull a gun out? Well, if I don't have that other knife on me, you know what? I didn't have anything to match it. So I went with the next best thing. So that's my mindset. That's how I think about it. Now, my fixed blades, this is a knife that my brother-in-law gave to me a while back. This is something that I do carry in my bag. This is a hunting knife. However, I am a big fan of fixed blades. I'm of the mindset that the less moving parts you have, such as here, these locking mechanisms, the lock and unlock and the pivot points and all these things, those are all weak points in your knife. So when you pull it out and you need it in that stressful situation, I don't want to flip this thing open to use it for a fight, only to find out that I didn't flip it open all the way because I was so stressed. Go to stab somebody, and then this thing comes back, and now I'm missing a chunk out of my finger. Not a fan of that. So if I was going to use a knife in a fight, it would be a fixed blade. This is one that I carry whenever I'm at work. I carry this on my weak side. Got my gun over here. This is my strong side, everything. If somebody tries to get to my gun, I can lock my gun into place. This knife is on my weak side. I can pull it out. And this is just simply a punching blade as far as I'm concerned. This is the K-Bar TDI. You can find these online for 30, 35 bucks, maybe 40 bucks, depending on where you find them. But I can sit there and punch and get somebody off of me so that I can get back to my gun. This is not a primary weapon. This is not something that I use to, like, I'm gonna get in a knife fight, this is what I'm gonna use. It's just not for me. Now, I was in the Marine Corps, so I always carried a K-Bar. And when I didn't want to carry my big K-Bar, I carried this little baby K-Bar. Now, again, if it came down to it and I needed to use this as a defensive weapon, the reality is, yes, I can. It would have been effective with as big as this blade is, with as sharp as this blade is, because it's a K-Bar. But, again, I had a pistol, I had a rifle. I had other things on me and with me to ensure that this didn't have to be my primary defensive weapon. Even though, again, like I said, this could have been a defensive weapon, this was a tool for me. When we had cargo straps or we had boxes that needed to be opened, stuff like that, that's what I use this blade for. At work, I carry this thing in my patrol vehicle. And people were like, why do you carry such a big knife? Are you going to fight somebody with that? Are you going to stab somebody with that? No, I don't intend to. But if I have something that I can't cut through with one of these smaller blades, that's what I have this for. This thing is proven. It's not going to break on me. It's not going to not work. It's not going to not be sharp. This thing works. The other thing that we use these for, at least where I'm at, is there's a lot of deer here in our area. Now, some of you may not want to hear this. Some of you may be, you know, this ain't PC, or this isn't nice, or this is cruel, whatever the case is. But we have cars that hit deer here in our area. I work within the city limits. I don't want to be pulling out my gun to kill this deer because it's injured within the city limits. Now I just woke up the whole neighborhood. Everybody's freaking out, calling in shots fired, all this stuff. So I've done it before where I use this to kill the deer. And I'm not going to get into the details of what I did or how I did it. But it works. It's quick. It's effective. It's sharp. I mean, there's actually a really crazy story about when I killed the deer, and the lady that hit the deer saw everything happen, but that's going to be for another video. But so I have used this before to kill animals, to kill the deer who was suffering, and I wasn't going to just leave there to just suffer and die. Killed it. It was done, and it is what it is. So this is going to be a short video. Again, this is just my opinion on knives. A lot of guys have knives in their E.D.C. and I've always kind of wondered, why are you carrying a knife? You know, the same concept that I have with a gun. I always carry a gun. I always carry a knife, but mine is a tool. Mine's not a defensive weapon. Should you carry a knife? Is this something that you guys carry? I know there's knife guys, there's gun guys. Some guys like both. Some guys, I mean, it is what it is. I'm a gun guy. I carry this as a tool. I've seen also people carry two. Well, this is to cut open my boxes. This is my cardboard killer. This is my defensive weapon. Well, a lot of times I'm carrying two guns. Do I need two knives? Do I need to double everything that I'm carrying? No. I'd rather carry two guns than two knives, or even a knife. I can always find something, a knife wherever I'm at, or a sharp object wherever I am, to open a box or find a way to pry something open. It's highly unlikely that I'm just going to find a gun when I need it. So that's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think of that. If you carry a knife, what kind of knife do you carry? Leave a comment down below. Thank you guys for watching my videos. I wanted to end this on I had some really good feedback when I did story time with the cop. I told the story of a young man that I arrested 2 years ago. If you guys haven't seen that video, I'll leave it in the description down below. Go and check that video out. It's kind of one of those real positive, like uplifting stories. So I told that story. Like I said, I got a lot of positive feedback. I've had people say, tell some more stories, this and that. I have a really, really good story that I want to tell you guys. I was thinking about putting a video together, and I think that's the one I'm going to go with. So really good story. I'm going to release that video on Veterans Day because it was something that happened while I was in the Marine Corps. So on Veterans Day, be looking out for that video. I've been putting this video together and talking about it, but it's just an amazing story and something that I got to be a part of. So let me know what you guys think. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed. My subscribers, thanks for checking out my videos, and I'll see you on the next one.